So, Tidal Wave's back on the scene again. Clear Mr. Robert doesn't want it rated. I'm not sure what screaming profanities and angry messages and mobs Rob will do. That's the whole reason it's not getting rated, because people are acting like children over the level, and it's kind of funny, really. I mean, yes, I know the whole GD community is like full of children, but even still, like, I don't think children should be saying half the shit that they do say to these people. So this level anyway, I don't mind it. I kind of like it. I don't know. I just it's just a different top one that's like kind of cool. Like, I wouldn't mind it being rated, but at the same time, I don't give a shit. Like, it's like whatever. It's a cool level. People will move on and go on with the rest of their day. That's the main thing of it. A lot of people on Twitter got a little bit mad because of a premiere that came out not too long ago. Now, this premiere, well, okay, so it kind of stemmed from that premiere, let's say that, right? So originally it started off with this, right? The fact that Camellia is now going to be joining the music library, which is huge, by the way. I don't think we've actually had a proper artist that's done that yet. Like, actually have all their songs in a GD library. I don't think that's actually been a thing yet. Which, can I just say, is a amazing idea. The fact that we're actually getting the official artists upload their songs to the library of Geometry Dash is huge, and I can't wait to see what comes of that, because that's gonna be insane. Sharks then replied saying, Playboy Cardi next, please. I don't know if we're going to be getting that, mainly because I feel like he's a bit too busy scamming random streamers out of their money. But it did spark a couple of things, right? Once this came out, a bunch of people was basically getting ready on the premiere to just be like, you should do the funny little rate Tidal Wave. You should rate some Tidal Wave, and you know, like all kids do, because they think it's funny. They think it's like one of the most entertaining things they can do in the entirety of the internet. Yeah, it's just stupid, you know. Well, Mr. RobTop actually mentioned it himself and actually said right here, don't worry, next artist reveal will be a short premiere, so people have time to spam rate Tidal Wave before it's shown. Next artist is DJ Rob. Like, obviously RobTop knows about Tidal Wave. It seemed that a lot of people had no idea if Rob even knew about Tidal Wave up until this point, which I feel like he has to be literally living under a rock for him to not even know about Tidal Wave. Like, it seems really silly, the fact that there is this giant discourse over a level and RobTop just somehow doesn't know about it. I mean, like, sure, like, he isn't exactly the most communicatable guy, you know, when it came to like the entirety of the development of 2.2, but to have him be this like out of touch with the community, no, there is no way that he wouldn't have known about it. He obviously just didn't want to rate it because, well, and we'll get to it in a minute, it was just too much. Everyone just got basically way overboard with it and just decided to like bombard everybody, and just like all the mods and RobTop themselves saying, you should rate this level, you're missing out on a massive history, this could be a history defining moment, which I will get into, by the way, once I actually detail my thoughts on the whole thing. But yeah, that was the whole thing. After that, we had an update on the situation. RobTop just said in the GDS, Tidal Wave has a 50-50 chance of getting rated, and apparently the harassment towards mods is part of the problem. Now, I don't think it takes a genius to understand that harassing mods to rate a level doesn't exactly work. Make a level yourself, harass the mods to rate your level, and see how far you get. Because that is exactly what was happening with Tidal Wave here. It was essentially just people trying to push this level into their faces and expect everyone to just be like, you should rate it now, you know? It's silly. It was silly and stupid. It was stupid. Well, there was a question saying, are you for or against Tidal Wave being top 1? Which is a very weird question to ask, like, considering he has no affiliation with the Demons List at all. Like, I don't know why that would even be a question to begin with. Like, I don't think it's his choice whether it's a top 1 or not. So I don't know why he would either be against or for it. Anyway, here's what RobTop said. It's not like I can play it. Personal opinion, there could maybe be more fun levels as top 1 to highlight the game, but like I said, it's not like I would play it, no skill, which is the exact point. Like, a lot of people are trying to judge, and this is one thing I will say when it comes to the discourse over this level, and that's the fact that a lot of people just were pretty much on Tidal Wave, and this is me being in a little bit of a defense for Tidal Wave here. A lot of people on Tidal Wave without ever actually giving it a try, or even like just remotely looking at each part individually. They all just kind of on it on over screenshots or what they could actually watch with the gameplay. What I stress about this majorly to everyone in this stream: if you want to judge a level based on the gameplay, play the level. It's not hard. You're not gonna know how the gameplay is of a level by watching a video of it. I could show you an entire playthrough of Palworld, right? I could show you the entirety of it, but you would not have any idea on how the gameplay even is or how it works because you haven't tried it yourself. You don't know how it works with your playstyle. Say, for example, I know that Nepesta likes conical depression. I don't like conical depression. Now, sure, if it's an extreme demon and you think, well, I can't play it because I'm not good enough, then that's fine. But at the same time, I don't see how you can make a definitive explanation on whether that gameplay is good then if you can't even play it. And I know what people are going to say. They'll basically go, well, if I can't play it, then I'm just going to judge based on what someone else thinks, which is fair, but at the same time, that's all still subjective at the end of the day. Or just don't have an opinion on it to begin with. That's also a possibility. That's just by looking at the level, seeing that it exists and going, alright, cool, and moving on to the next level. You don't always have to have an opinion on a level, because at the end of the day, the rate system doesn't matter. A rating is just having a star next to it. That is literally all it is. So Ice Cave, which of course is Ice Cave, at RobTop, please rate Tidal Wave for my mental state. And then RobTop says, I'm pretty careful when rating top demons. People always flip out because of some drama I don't know about. Which is a bit of a shame, because like, really, it shouldn't matter. To be fair, there's nothing really wrong with it. If people are enjoying your level, then that should give you more incentive to continue making more levels, to make even cooler Clearly people like your level, and isn't that what you want at the end of the day? Is for people to like your level? Let me tell you how insignificant getting a level rated is. I have a rated insane 8-star, featured. It barely has any downloads, and at the end of the day, yeah, it was cool having the feature, but like, it doesn't change the level. The level's still the same. If anything, it doesn't really change how you make levels later on. It just make levels that you enjoy. Don't worry about the rate system. It shouldn't matter. People crave the rewards from something. People don't give a shit if they make something enjoyable for someone else. They care about them and what kind of shit they gain from it. Literal attention whores. And I get the community is only 12 years old, but honestly, nothing you do at your age will be cool. You'll never be cool being a twat. For once he speaks facts. But yeah, no, you are right. Mods voted about 50-50 rate / no rate, so it's up to me to rate or not. And then he follows up saying, good if crybabies stop attacking mods for Tidal Wave. It's not like they can do anything about it. We'll see if I rate or not. I think we're having fun, no? This is where my opinion comes into play here. Who gives a fuck? Like, seriously, it's not that big of a deal. Look at Recropolix. The level's still not rated, and this had exactly the same treatment as Tidal Wave. In fact, I would argue this is a little bit less. I'm getting major Recropolix vibes from Tidal Wave. I'm not even joking. Like, it's just constant. And a lot of people have also been saying as well that this is like a big point in history that's being ignored and all that, and it should be rated. It hasn't been ignored. It hasn't been ignored though, hasn't it? Really? Because if you think about it, the level's been verified. That hasn't changed. Just because it's not rated doesn't mean that there's no verifier or no one verified it. That is still going down in the history books, and if Zoink did do it legitimately, because a lot of people are gonna say that he hacked it or some shit. That's a legitimate achievement, and what's wrong with that? If I go to Zoink's video of Tidal Wave now, 2.2 million views. Are you telling me that Zoink has not gotten any kind of reward from this? He's got 2.2 million views. That is a huge number, and that is something that Zoink has earned. The Tidal Wave thing is such a new gen moment, because they're acting that Tidal Wave is the only level in GD history not get a raid that it probably deserves. I mean, I did literally give an example of Recropolix. Like, Recropolix is another big example of this kind of thing happening before. Like, it's not the first time that this has happened. Petition to bring back child abuse. I mean, I'm not really one for that, but I mean, look, man, you know.